Ice is ready, and we are back with another episode of the Empty Netters podcast brought to you by BetMGM. I'm your host, Dan Powers, and with me, a man who will so frequently inconvenience himself to do something nice for another person, he would literally do your taxes if you ask him twice. Chris Powers.
But don't ask me 2 times.
Don't do it.
As always.
Don't do it. And then, you know it, back in the saddle. Producer Brian Baker, back with the boys.
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? We got a spicy episode today. Lots of things are brewing in the world. We're getting right into hot ice. And the first topic, Kirill Kaprizov hates the Minnesota Wild.
Wow. Damn, Kirill.
Damn, Kirill. Savage stuff.
Dude.
Reports saying he turned down a record-breaking $128 million contract. Allegedly.
Yeah, right. Allegedly. Would have made him the highest paid player in the league by a healthy margin.
Do you believe it?
Yes.
I don't believe it.
Really?
I don't believe it. I think it's bullshit. After the shit that Sway went through last summer, all the misinformation.
Good point.
Can we fix the league with misinformation from agents and GMs alike? Why don't we just be honest? If I were an agent, I would go like this. Let's say my client did turn down something. I would literally I'd do a press conference. And I'd go, we got offered this by this, we turned it down. Won't tell you the reasons, but we turned it down.
So what if that's what happened? What if they offered him 16 and he said no?
Then I think his agent should come out and say it. But I'm pretty sure, what was the report that rebuked it? It was like his agent was like, that is categorically false.
Yeah, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
somebody's
this is
lying.
Yeah, someone's lying.
Somebody be lying. And somebody always be lying. Do you think this should extend to negotiations, Dan? Like
Fucking
people go, hey, this is what I'm offering you. Not even salary stuff, which happens all the time, but just like Facebook Marketplace. I put something higher than I want to sell it for because I know that they're going to come in lower than I want and we're going to meet in the middle. Do you think we should just stop that as a society? Like I should go, this is $20, and someone goes, agree. Or not agree, and good day.
You're promoting getting rid of haggling.
Yeah.
Nah,
we haggle over salary.
I love haggling. It's like going to the gypsy market.
Dude, yes. And you know what's crazy is in this country, we don't haggle that much. But when you go elsewhere, dude, I will never forget in my entire life. And I was going to say I won't say his name. I still won't, but nothing he did was illegal, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But when I went to Tijuana for a bachelor party.
Yeah.
And with you. And someone went into the drugstore.
No, we weren't in Tijuana.
Didn't we stop in Tijuana?
Weren't we in Baja?
Well, that was with the bachelor party, but I thought we stopped on the way.
Maybe we did.
And he was legally buying drugs over the counter that are not available over the counter in America.
Yeah.
And there's a pharmacist, dude. Like it's a person.
La Farmacia.
And there's a pharmacist in like a white coat, and we're like, we'll have this drug, please. And they were like, this, no problem, $80. And he was like, this, $40. And I was like, wait, are you haggling at the store?
Yeah.
Like imagine going to Ralph's, dude. And
I was about to say, I'm gonna now advocate for go to the grocery store, go to the checkout counter, have them scan all your stuff, and they go, $168, please, and you go like this,
$140, best I can do.
$135, not budget. I wonder what people would say, and if, dude, you've just scanned everything, and if they go, this is not a negotiation, so you go, just lost yourself some business, and you just walk out.
Yeah, leave it all
They
there.
have to then
For that reason, I'm out.
Yeah, for that reason, I'm out,
dude.
Then they have to put all that stuff back. I wonder if we all started doing this more, if people were like, this is getting crazy. Like,
haggle more, dude.
Maybe we should start
haggle more.
Yeah. We should start haggling for everything.
Dude, I think that
could be fun.
I think that is genius.
I think the Krill issue is term.
He is how old?
Kirill Kaprizov, I believe, is 27?
28.
He's just turned 28. I think he goes, he signed 28 years old. He signs an 8-year deal right now. That's it.
Yep, but 8-year tickets are going away, by the way. So like,
7-year ticket.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But he signs a 4. He pops off for 4 years, and then he's 32. He could sign another ticket
because it's going to be up so much.
Yeah,
I don't know though, dude. Like, I don't know that he's getting. What would the number come down to if it was a 4-year deal?
Well, again, in 4 years, let's say Kirill pops off, scores 50-plus goals a year for 4 straight years. I bet he signs for more. I'm not even kidding.
Right, but I'm saying if he signs a 4 right now, it's not going to be at 16. It's going to be at 13.
That's the question, dude. Because I think if Minnesota goes like this, okay, fuckface.
Yeah, flaming dragon.
Here's 4 years at $12 million. I think he goes, no.
Yeah, he wants 4 at 16, and then
he wants
7,
and then he wants to sign.
To get an 8
then
back.
he wants to sign 4 at 24.
10-year deal, dude.
I bet a 32-year-old Kirill, if he plays well, could sign a 7-year ticket. Some team would be willing to go, we will employ you until you're 39. And dude, he wouldn't even touch the latter half of that contract. He'd be in
Correct.
the KHL by 35.
He will get paid again though at 36. But you're saying for way less.
Way less. And it'd be like I think he fucks off then too. I think he goes to the KHL after that.
Right. That's why I'm like, sign
Krill
the
doesn't-
8-year deal and leave.
Because he can get more money. That's why. He would sign another deal at 32. And then he still fucks off.
That he would sign till he's 40, or I guess 39, and then
Or like 36. Like he could sign another 4-year deal.
Mm-hmm. I think he gets more money this way if he does.
Kirill strikes me as the type of guy who is all about the Benjamins.
Me too. Dude, I love all
I
the
really don't think I am not dissing the Minnesota Wild, or I'm not trying to fire up any Wild fans. I don't even know how you could fire them up. They're the most lovely people in the world. I am not here saying Kirill doesn't care about the Wild, but I am here saying I think he cares more about the money than he cares about the team.
Yep. So Leon Draisaitl's 14 AAV. He's the highest in the league.
Yeah.
As of right now.
Yeah.
Matthews 13.25, McKinnon 12.6. Matthews done in 2027, and then Connor 12.5 done immediately.
Yeah.
I have actually a crazy tangent thought, Dan.
Okay.
The McDavid saga, 100% he was going to take time, clearly. Like he
Yeah.
was like, I want to think about this and whatever, and we're not going to get into that again right now.
Yeah.
But once the Krill number came out, or this rumor came out, it did make me think that there's a chance Connor's camp was waiting for Krill. That like this is a factor into Connor's slow decision making, because they're certainly not going to come in under Krill.
I agree. I tweeted did you see my tweet?
No, I didn't.
I tweeted the other day that exact thing, and I was like, this is a classic Mexican, Canadian, Minnesotan standoff.
Yeah.
Is what we've got going on. They're both their agents are going.
Which is fair from Connor's team. Like Krill's team going, I got to see what Connor gets so I can come in. I'm like,
I'm going to be honest. I think it's dumb from Krill's team, because I think there is more of a chance that Connor signs a little bit more of a friendly,
such a good point, Dan.
friendlier
Yep.
deal. And you got to just get in there, brother.
Because, dude, you can set it.
Yeah.
Set it at 16, and then the Oilers have to give Connor 16 and a half.
Go set the market.
Because if Connor goes, you know what, I don't want to be paid more than my boy, I will also take 14. Then the Wild go, here's your 13, Krill, and shove it up your tailpipe, dude.
How important do you think this is for Minnesota to get done?
He is so good.
I agree.
And he does so. I was about to say he's the best player by a mile. It's not by a mile. They actually have some very good players on that team.
They're a very good team.
But he is their best player.
Yeah, and maybe by a mile.
And he stirs that drink. Dude, he stirs. What's a Minnesota drink? He stirs like a what's that sick shandy beer, dude? You know what I'm talking about?
Minnesota I don't know. I think he might
He
be
stirs
their best
that.
player
He
by
stirs
a mile.
that shandy.
Who is their next best player? Boldy?
Boldy's nasty, dude.
Yeah, he's nasty. But I think Krill's a lot.
You think there's a mile between him and Matt
Not a
Boldy?
mile. Not a mile.
Yeah,
If you take Kirill Kaprizov off this team,
we saw
it is.
they were a 1 seed powerhouse.
Yeah, it's quite
then
bad.
They nearly missed playoffs. Then he came back and almost beat Vegas. I was like, oh shit, dude.
It's rattling to me, the idea that there's a price that becomes too high.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because you got a guy who, let's not forget, last contract This dude went, pay me or I'm going to the KHL.
It's a threat at all times. It's a threat at all times.
But
like, at any moment, he could leave.
It did feel like when they caved and gave him that bridge, he was like, I was never going to the KHL.
Yeah.
But
psych. You know, when you show the bluff, like
Yeah.
most people, you know, they take the bluff and they just dump it. And he goes,
showed it.
I had rags.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
To me, there's a chance that was bullshit, but there's a chance it was real. So I think there's always this is Jenny from Forrest Gump. Mm-hmm. You never quite have her.
Yeah.
She's gonna fuck off and get AIDS at any moment.
It's trying to catch water in your bare hands.
Truly. It's I don't know what you do about this guy. And my point is, if you fucking give this dude like 20 mil, if you just go, fuck it, want to take it all. Here's our cap space. Take it all.
They finally got all that dead cap off the books, you know, like Mark was talking about. And they're like, you're Kirill, take it all.
And like, listen, I am not willing to say that this guy's injury prone just yet. He played 75 games just 2 years ago. Yep. But like 67 before that, 41 last year. If you give this dude the bag, what's stopping him from getting fat and lazy?
Yeah, nothing.
I don't know enough. I'm not close enough to Kirill or the Wild to know if this guy is like, no, he is so committed. He's all in. But I'm telling you right now from a pretty close watcher, I'm looking through the windows.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like he's that dialed. And everyone knows there's always the fear.
Yes.
I think going into the summer, Wild fans are like, oh, I hope we take care of this quick. And here we are, folks. It's September 17th.
Dude, can we get into this real quick?
Yeah.
Do you trust?
No.
Do you?
Hey, listen to me, pal. Not as far as I can throw it.
Do you think that you trust? And I'm going to put a caveat in here before you even answer. I know you answer, but you can re-answer. I guess you don't even care about the caveat. Do you trust non-goalie Russians?
No, you're taking me there. You're making me say it online.
Because
you're making me say it publicly.
Putin's listening, dude. You be careful.
I have started to feel recently that if they're not a goalie,
because the goalies,
Vazzy, Bob, Shesty,
okay.
Sorokin, they're all signing long-term deals. They're amazing.
They're good.
They're winning cups.
They want to win. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm starting to get a little spooked by the Ruskies.
Dude, we are careening towards another Cold War, which could get hot, by the way.
And I don't know what it is, but just let's be honest. There's been a few players recently who are phenomenal players. But the second playoff start, maybe not doing that great.
You're not getting paid anymore, Dan.
Got a couple of brutal situations where guys have fucked off to the KHL at a moment's notice.
Yep. Who's the last Russian skater you trusted?
Kucherov.
You trust Kuch?
You said trusted.
Oh, you don't trust him anymore.
No, I do not. I will not have that on record. But I do think that the past couple of years in the playoffs have been a little spooky.
It could be Datsuk. Could be all the way back to Datsuk.
Could be all the way back to Pavel Datsuk.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because I'm with you, dude. The Kovalchuk is like,
that's the scariest situation of all time.
Yeah, and
that almost ended a franchise.
I feel like Kovalchuk, like at any moment,
that man signed a 10-year deal and then went like this: "Thanks for the money, goodbye."
There's things in place to prevent it, but only so far, dude. Like to your point, Kirill could go 8 years, 128 or 16 mil AAV, thanks, and then go, I don't care. And then they go, well, what do you mean? And he goes, I literally, what I mean is, I do not care about playing for the Wild, dude.
Let me try to say this in a way you understand. I got my money. I don't care anymore.
I'm leaving, dude. And they go, what are you going to do? Go home to Russia? And he goes, yes.
Or not even that. Or he just goes like this. That's what you're going to do? Duh. You betcha.
Watch me take this.
Watch me take this thing all the way over to Russia. I think it's either that or he just goes like this. I'm chilling now.
Can't trust him, dude. We cannot trust him. Here's the thing.
I'm not saying we don't trust him.
No, I am saying that. We do not trust him.
No.
We do not trust Kirill.
We're just a little spooked.
We're spooked.
Little spooked.
Because we don't trust him.
And
You would be spooked if you trusted him.
Here's the thing. We're going to get into some trade situations, but before we do that, we're talking about the Minnesota Wild.
Yep.
I do believe there is a dangerous game, friendo, in the space of paying him too much in case anything like this happens.
Or by the way, and like I pulled up their cap space, they have $4 million right now, and like his $9 million will come off, obviously. But not to like drag the Oilers again, but you don't want to be like
you don't want to be this team
in this top heavy thing.
Yeah.
The Leafs, I would leave the Oilers alone for a second. The Leafs, the Big Four, are all making over $10 million, knocking out of the first round. Like this isn't what you want.
No,
if you can avoid
exactly.
If Kirill's going to go, it's going to take 18. I'm like, dude.
Look at the Canes. Look at Florida. Like, look, this is what you want to model it after.
Yep.
So giving someone so much money is scary.
Yep.
Scary is Spooksville, USA.
So before we flip the script, which I think is what you're about to do.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, like a 16 mil,
you can live with that.
I can live with. And there are a lot of people who
you?
say he's not worth it. I can live with 16.
8 by 16 right now.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's great.
It is brutal.
Yep.
But at the same time, I'm like, all right, like I'm looking at the Wild. They don't have anything that insane outside of that. It's like Matt Boldy is making $7 million till 2030.
Yeah.
Eriksson Ek, 5.25. Rossi, 5 for 3 more years. And you got fucking Faber on that beautiful 8.5. Spurgeon's only 7.5. So, like, if he's the one outlier, you can live. But I really don't think you can go above this. If this turns into a full-on panic, because this is what we wanted to get into. The Wild need this.
Yes.
We're talking Minnesota here. We lost the North Stars. We got the Wild. The Wild never really did much. Like they never flirted with a cup too much. And now all of a sudden you got all these great players, like we just mentioned. You got a great goalie, and you lucked into this guy Kirill Kaprizov, who is, by many people's standards, maybe even ours included, a top 10 player in the NHL.
Yeah,
you can't lose that guy. You can't.
You cannot.
But you also can't pay him too much and potentially destroy yourselves for the next 8 years.
And you can't lose him for free.
And you certainly can't lose him for free.
Before you flip the script, because I wanted to bring this up, this is from Elliot Friedman on 32 Thoughts.
Yeah.
He says, Kaprizov was on the ice at a captain's skate when the news broke, and it was kind of awkward. They go back into the room, and they're all looking at their phones, and this report comes out. This is him talking, I heard Kaprizov was embarrassed about that. Kaprizov is probably a little bit upset that this got out too. Last week in Vegas, media week, you saw the reaction of the players when we were talking about the story. They were shocked that that kind of offer got turned down.
Yeah.
So, and Friedman says, imagine what's going on in the room. That I think can't be overstated. Like that must have been fucking insane that you think you're having these, true or not, they're having some discussions.
Yeah.
You're like, whatever, I'm at the captain's skate.
Yeah.
All is well. Excited to be here. Hey, boys, I'm here to win. And then they come in the room and it says, Kirill told the Wild to fuck off for 16 AAV. And you're like taking your pads off. And you're like, hey, sorry.
Like literally everyone looks up.
Dude,
someone presses pause on the music.
Yep.
And you're like,
all the captains are doing all these quotes now because they're getting asked. And he goes, he's here to win. He's here to win. He's here to win. Yeah. Doesn't sound like it. And it's the only reason I brought those quotes up is because you're talking about overpay. I think you hear all those contracts on the Wild.
Yeah.
I think it's awkward if he gets 18. Like now you're just sitting in the room and you're like, hey, dude, like, we all take these deals.
Dude, if you're
getting 18 million.
If you get 16, you're already making significantly more than double Matt Boldy. Double.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And it's not his fault. It's not his fault that he had a great year on his extension summer when the cap went out. Like, that's fine. But just the numbers start to get weird in the room a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't want to listen for free, let's flip the script, Dan.
Let's flip the script, dude. Let's figure out ways that we can wet the beak. Let's wet the beak.
What would Bill do? What would you do?
I think that there are things that Minnesota can do.
Yeah.
Because, like we said, this is a hockey town. This is Minneapolis.
Yep.
They love their hockey.
Yep.
That barn is electric. This state, like when you think of Minnesota and sports, you think of hockey. We need the Wild to be good. The Wild being good is good for the NHL.
Completely agree.
So we need to keep Kirill, but we can't pay him more than 16. So what do you do?
That's capped.
What do you do?
Well, first,
Let's wet the beak, dude.
My knee-jerk was like bringing, of all teams, dude, he should be equipped. Not that Minneapolis is beautiful, especially in the summer, but just like it's cold. Russia's cold. Like I was like, of all places, it's not that different from his homeland. How do we make Minnesota feel more like home to him? That was my first knee jerk.
Oh, you want to bring stuff into Minnesota.
I was trying to bring Russia to Minnesota.
You're trying to do Delinky.
Yeah.
When we turn Dallas into Helsinki.
Yes, dude.
You want to turn Minnesota into Moscow.
Yeah. Mini-Oscow.
Mini-Oscow.
So, I mean, the gas, obviously, but get some gas over here. Get some Russian gas. That feels easy.
Russian.
But then I was thinking, there's got to be some
Bakersburg. No,
yes,
St.
Baker.
Petersburg,
Thank you,
dude.
Let's
go. Let's get the fucking Kremlin.
Let's redesign.
Bring the Kremlin.
Let's redesign the Mall of America as the Kremlin. So then he's driving around, and instead of seeing this monstrosity that stands for the U.S. of A.
Can you imagine if all of a sudden the Mall of America was the Kremlin? Dude, that would be fucking gas.
It's like, and dude, that looks cool as hell.
This massive structure.
That looks cool as hell.
Just sticking out.
We redesigned the Mall of America.
Dude, you gaslight him.
As the Kremlin.
There was a lot of gas talking.
Yeah.
We just make him think he's there.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's going on here? All of a sudden, a lot of new vodka companies are manufactured
That's what I was gonna say.
in Russia.
Russian vodka.
Let's
I
get
love
a
Russian
ton of vodka.
Let's get that
Let's get
in
some
here.
caviar in there.
Oh, good one, dude. Let's go like if we stocked Russian vodka
Yeah.
and Kremlin Mall of America, and then I guess like
Caviar happy hours.
caviar happy hours
Caviar happy hour.
across state rules.
Statewide caviar happy hour.
I think people would like that.
Yes, we turn, what are things, we get some stroganoff at, all right, okay, hold on. Minnesota State Fair.
Oh, good one, dude.
Minnesota State Fair. State Fair happens end of summer, like right before training. We Russian influence the fuck out of the State Fair. We get stroganoff up in here.
Yep.
We get vodka tents. We
Caviar.
get bear fights.
Bear fights.
Get the cows out, and we bring in bears,
Bear fights.
and Bengal tigers, and we just and we turn the state fair into a Russian state fair.
Here's an idea too.
Here's another idea. We got to start bribing him. You talk about the Mall America. How about this? New owner of the Mall America. Kirill, here's your 8x16. Also, here's the deed to the Mall America. You own it.
You own the Mall America.
Make him the owner.
Dude, yes. Oh, Dan. This is where he gets the rest of his money.
Yeah.
So he goes 16.
I got another one for you. Minnesota State Fair. We're talking about the Minnesota State Fair. Sweet Martha's cookies.
Oh,
you a fan?
a cash cow.
You a fan of a cash bear?
A cash bear.
You a fan of the Minnesota State Fair? Sweet Martha's cookies. They make over $400,000 a day. They bring in about $5 million a year. $5 million a year just at the State Fair. It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks. $5 million. Give him 50% of Sweet Martha's.
Done.
You want that 16 to go up to 18? 50% of Sweet Martha's.
Because he could even take less now. It takes 14. And I go, but you got Sweet Martha's. You also own Mall of America, which looks like the Kremlin. Now, how about the Twins? Do you want the Twins?
Who cares about the Twins?
Who cares about the Minnesota Twins?
Kirill Kaprizov signs an $8 million contract and also is now the owner of the Minnesota Twins.
Minority owner of the Minnesota Twins.
Boom. Easy.
That's so much revenue, dude.
Dude, what about Target?
Oh, my God.
There's Targets everywhere. You get to shop at Target for free for the rest of your life.
What about Justin Jefferson? Can he be boys with him?
A guaranteed friendship with Justin Jefferson.
Like this. You get to hang out with Justin. Actually, you get Jefferson's chains. Justin Jefferson gets to give you a chain.
Because now we're taking from Justin Jefferson.
Oh yeah, right.
And the Vikings can't lose him either.
Yeah. Okay, guaranteed friendship. Jefferson gets some Russian gas.
You get box seats at every Minnesota Vikings game. You are a minority owner of the Twins because who cares?
Yep.
Guaranteed friendship with Justin Jefferson.
Kremlin is redesigned. Mall of America is redesigned to look like the Kremlin.
Free Target shopping for the rest of your life.
50% of Sweet Martha's cookies.
And the Minnesota State Fair is now the Minnesota-Russia State Fair.
The mini Oskow. It is now called the mini Oskow State Fair.
Mini Oskow. Mini Oskow, St. Petersburg. St. Paul is now St. Petersburg.
It's so good.
St. Paulersburg, dude.
St. Paulersburg.
St. Paulersburg.
Mini Oskow.
Mini Oskow, St. Paulersburg. That is now that is how
Twin
we
cities,
keep,
dude.
That is how we keep Kirill Kaprizov.
I do not see how he turns this down.
And I don't see how Minnesota has any issue with this.
Dude, because if you do, you just lost Krill for free, you idiot.
Yeah, and you're going to get a cut.
Yes. Dude, speaking of that, Dan, by the way, this got me thinking, because you were saying, like, God, if he literally won't sign, unless it's a realistic number, you have to trade him.
Yeah.
But you had said to me off camera that that Matthew Tkachuk trade in Calgary did not go well.
It's a tough reality. So, all right, we're going to transition into trades.
Yeah.
Like, let's say this happens. All the trades that we're hearing include 2 first-round picks, a player, and a prospect. Like, this would be a Matthew Tkachuk level trade. Yeah. This would be huge.
Massive.
So, if we're talking that trade, let's be real. And there were other factors. Johnny Gaudreau left, RIP our boy.
Yep.
But the Flames have been on a downward trajectory since that trade. They're coming up a little bit now, but you know what I mean. You look at the Panthers versus the Flames. Obviously, that worked out much better for the Panthers. So if you're Minnesota and you're like, yeah, we're going to have to trade him. Sorry, like this is how it is. This is kind of spooky, dude. Like this is a spooky possibility.
Yeah,
you got to think to yourself, if we make this trade, we are fucked. Like we're going to miss the playoffs, and this is
truly
like we're dead. So what is a trade? Like what's a team where you could possibly see this working out?
Well, here's what there's 2 ways to look at this that I find fascinating. One is what would even be like literally riff some trades that you would go, okay, if you're the Wild, you go, we're not fucked now.
Yeah. Okay.
And you don't have to be like, I don't need one for every team, but I'm thinking you need a star back, a fucking legitimate star back, and multiple firsts.
And what's fucked, well, actually, so here's what's interesting.
And like even that is fucked because like you're getting a late round pick probably, and like it's a bust.
Here's what's interesting. Huberdeau and Weegar went to Calgary because they signed in Calgary.
Yeah.
So that trade still confuses me to this day.
I know.
Like on paper, like that, it's crazy how much of a haul Calgary got. You mentioned a star, and let's stay on that train because I brought up.
Oh, okay.
What's another guy, a 100-point guy that we've been hearing trade talks with, and it's Jason Robertson. And part of me is like, if you just did like a left wing for left wing swap, but what people keep forgetting is whoever trades for Kirill is going to have to pay him 16 to 18 mil a year.
Yeah. Well, okay, so hold on. Ignore all the money for a second.
Yeah.
If you are the Wild and you're trading Kirill to the Stars, because we'll just stay on that, you would need Jason Robertson and what? To not feel like you fucked this.
If you're
the Wild. Like, what's your ask?
I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I'm like, if I'm Dallas and they're like, we want Robertson, I'm like, okay, give us Kirill.
Oh, so and if I'm the Wild, I go, you must be outside your damn mind.
Yes,
with
okay,
all due
but
respect,
let's talk about that, dude. Like Jason Robertson is 3 years younger.
Yep, that's a good point.
And in the last 3 years has played 82 games, and 82 games, and has had 80 points, 109. So if I'm Dallas, I go,
fuck yourself.
He's better.
Yeah, right.
He is the better player. So
okay.
like that is one where I'm like, because I said to you earlier, obviously everyone calm down, but like if the only way I swallow this is like if the Wild went, hey Edmonton, Connor doesn't want to be there, Kirill doesn't want to be here, 1-for-1 swap-a-roo. Obviously Edmonton would be like, get
bent sideways
out of here. Yeah. Like they would go, okay, we'll do Connor for Kirill plus 2 first-round picks.
Yep.
And Minnesota would be like, no, you're fucking high. So, like, this is one of those situations where the player is so contentious because Minnesota and most people, we've got a lot of people in our DMs who've been like, he's not worth $16 million a year. And I'm like, if he's healthy, you are fucking mental if you do not think he is worth that. He definitely is. But there is the but to it.
The health is a huge thing, but he's just so significantly over a point per game.
Oh, he's
every season of his
disgusting.
career.
He's disgusting.
And he's got 50 goal potential, which is insane. Even more, but like, let's just be realistic. He's got 50 goal potential, consistent 50 goal potential. He's been over point per game every second of his life since he was 51 in 55 in his and with
rookie year.
27 goals.
Yeah.
I probably overglaze Kirill, to be honest. But no joke, dude, I would not take anything less back than obviously swap an equivalent.
Yeah.
Like one of those guys we named in the top 10.
Also, I don't think you do. I think Kirill was a lock MVP through 40 games last year. Lock.
Yeah. So I pretty much trade any of those top 10s, taking all money and everything out of it. And if it's not a top 10, which drops into a Jason Robertson range, I'm like, I wouldn't even take a Jason Robertson and their first, because I'm like, your first is going to be bad because you now have Kirill and your team is good, and that's essentially such a shot in the dark for me. I would take a Jason Robertson level player, and I would be demanding like a Stankoven or like one of your young guys who I'm like, I'm taking him too.
Yeah. So
if I'm the Wild,
so Carolina is you just because you brought up Stankoven. Yeah. Carolina is one of the teams people have been saying. I think it was Michael Russo was like, Carolina is a team that is sniffing. If you make a trade with Carolina and I'm the Wild, I go, it's going to cost you Svechnikov 2 first-round picks, and
I don't need the picks, though. Like, it's just not.
I do.
They're just so bad picks. Like, I want your prospects. It doesn't matter. I want your prospects who you've already started to develop.
But like we talk about, dude, everyone overvalues that first-round pick. Like, use the picks on players, but every team and GM overvalues them. So I do want the picks, because saying we have 2 first-round picks to then later trade or use. Yeah, like, it is, you need them.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Like, are you fucking
I don't want to
stupid?
Use them,
are you telling me that, like, if you were like, yeah, give me Svechnikov, like, what do you want? Svechnikov and then like 3 prospects?
I would want Svechnikov and like I would want guys that are playing that I'm like, I know what I'm getting here versus pick 32.
You would be laughed out of the NHL if you did that trade and you value prospects over the picks, because the picks, as we always say, dude, this is just how delusional people are. You got to think about fans. You got to think about everything. That first round pick could be Connor McDavid.
Not at 32.
Yes, it could. Like that is how people value first-round picks.
I know, but I think that they're wildly mistaken.
But they are objectively more correct than your prospect, because we would already know.
Right.
That's my point.
Sorry, maybe
it's
not
the mystery
like,
box.
Yes, but I don't want a guy in the AHL. I want Jackson Blake. I go like this: Svechnikov and Jackson Blake.
The mystery box is better than Jackson Blake. Respectfully to Jackson Blake, the mystery box is better than Jackson Blake.
At 32, I disagree.
But you're wrong.
No.
Yes, you are. Like, this isn't. I'm not disrespecting. No, that's the point. The mystery box is better because it could be.
But the percentage is so low.
It doesn't matter. The fact that there is a percentage. Like, we know.
Yeah. Okay, then you're right. The mystery box is better, but the expected value is worse. So I'm taking expected value.
I mean, okay, fine. But
like let's look up the last 30.
No. That's 10, fair. But my point
picks.
is, you are wrong, because people value the what could be more.
The trade is your best point. Like, since everyone else is also dumb, I can then trade the dumb thing to them, and
Correct.
they can have the bad mystery box.
But the thing that I keep going back to is, like, this fucking guy is clearly being like, give me 16 to 18 mil a year.
Yeah.
For however many years it is. It doesn't matter. So we've also heard fucking Baker's Rangers brought up.
Yes.
And we've got these fucking idiot morons reporting like, oh, well, he's actually quite close with Igor Shesterkin and Artemi Panarin and Vladislav Gavrikov. And I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of here. Russian players in the league are tight.
Maybe he has friends.
That's fucking crazy. Dumb. But also, credit to him, Larry Brooks came out and was like, if you think that it's a good move for the New York Rangers, who are nowhere near competing for a Stanley Cup right now, to trade 2 first-round picks and a prospect and likely a player.
And good player.
To get Kirill Kaprizov, who they will then pay 16 to 18 mil a year, and then also will have to pay Artemi Panarin next year. You are fucking crazy if you think that that is good for the team. And I agree with that. He's such an interesting guy where I'm like, dude, what team is actively and happily going to go, here's 18 mil a year?
Yeah. Well,
and have it not fist fuck your franchise.
Baker, you want him?
We got Rempe. We're good.
He's right, dude.
Kirill and Rempe out there together, dude. Can you imagine? That would be sick.
It'd be incredible.
Here's my question, Dan. Because you're right. That's a big number. And someone's going to pay it, obviously. My question is, if he's getting moved, which I highly doubt, to be honest. But if he's getting moved, how much is a title worth to a GM, to a fan base? Because for me, and this is coming from a Boston fan across all the 4 major sports who was born at the right time that got a ton of success. So I'm extremely spoiled. But the model of coming in and doing what is necessary to win a title and then mortgaging some future, I am so fine with, because the titles are what I remember. It's not, I don't remember going, oh, we were so good. Like, I look back on the Bruins post 2011 and go, that was a disaster. That we were so close a bunch of times, but I'm like, who cares, dude? We lost. Like, you need to capitalize on those wins. The Stanley Cup is the hardest trophy to win, so you can't necessarily buy a title guaranteed, right? Which sometimes in other sports it feels like you can. Mm-hmm. But long-winded way of saying, Kirill has one more year left at 9.
Yeah.
We keep being like, well, eventually someone's going to have to pay him 16. I completely agree. But if you swung a trade for him, that cost a lot. Obviously, you just heard me ranting and raving about how much it would cost. A star, a prospect, blah, blah, blah. Picks. If you traded for him as a rental only and just let him leave, you spent all that capital to just let him walk for free.
Yeah.
But you won the cup this year.
Yeah.
That is worth it to me. And Kirill at 9, there are a few teams. Carolina, frankly, is one of them. They have 10 mil cap space right now. And I go, dude, you have been to the Eastern Conference Finals over and over and over and over. And I'm like this, trade away your picks and figure out the package that makes it work. Get Kirill there as a rental, and then he leaves. And then I go, Tulski, you're a fucking genius. You won the cup, and now you're like, oh, yeah, we're not going to win the next year. And I'm like, who cares?
Dude, I want to give him the floor. Baker had a good idea.
What you got, Baker?
The Avs.
Bro,
dude,
I would. They have, I think, 1.3 in mil in cap space. I would trade Martin Necas and, first round pick and be like, and I would be like, and I do not need a contract on the table.
Yeah. What is Necas making?
6.5. It wouldn't, like, you'd have to maneuver.
You'd have to free up like
2 mil.
Not even 6.5, 1 word. Yeah. 1 mil.
Yeah. Like, you'd have to maneuver a little bit to make it work, but you can easily do that.
Yeah, no, that's no problem.
I would straight up go, here's Necas, here's a first round pick and a prospect. Give me Kirill for 1 season. Maybe we'll figure it out in the summer. But like, you add Kirill to that Avs team.
Dude, and yes, dude. Yes, 1,000 times over. And yeah, I guess because the Wild.
That's a good question for our Colorado Avalanche fan friends. If you go Martin Necas, a first round pick, and a good prospect.
Yep.
For 1 year
rental of Kirill, but I'm like,
do you do that? Probably I would.
This is what I'm saying, dude. I would
probably I would.
Tires. If I was teams in the NHL watching this go down, I would be kicking tires on what do I need to do to pry Kirill out of there as a literal rental. I'm not even worrying about the fucking ramifications of how are we going to fit him later. I'm like, you're not. Yeah. Literally win the cup this year and then fucking deal with it elsewhere. That's very intriguing to me.
Super.
Wow. Going to be wild, pun intended, to see how this all shakes out.
100% it is. Moving on, staying in hot ice, we got to get to the latest captain announcement in the NHL. JT Miller announced captain of the New York Rangers. Knee-jerk reaction. That's your captain, Baker.
Should have been Rempe.
Should have been Rempe, dude. Should have been Johnny Quick. Should have been... we were talking to Laz. Laz said he thought it would have been Trocheck. I actually that would have been pretty cool.
Trocheck felt like the choice to me.
But how come? Like, he said that too, obviously, and he's way more dialed in, but why do you guys say that?
Trocheck, just like when things got bad, Trocheck felt like the solid rock foundation.
I mean, I guess I would hear that, especially if if Laz agrees. And I'm not saying it's always a 10-year thing, but I'm like, I guess I just don't know what they're like in the room. Mika is like the Rangers. I mean, I know he had a bad year, but I'm like, he's your boy. Even Adam Fox, who's young, but like feels like a McAvoy type thing where you're like, wasn't that your captain in waiting eventually? To the point that it seems to me so similar to the Rangers and the Bees are so similar right now in their
it's crazy.
Like they're going through, they were good, they're going through hard times, but they have pieces at each position that you believe in that to build around, elite pieces. That I don't know why they're not doing the Bruins thing too right now, where it's like we don't have a captain, which they obviously were doing. It's fine, and someone will grow into the role. I think there's a couple guys on the Bees that had a better argument for it. Like, you kind of really swung me on the pasta thing than maybe some of the Rangers guys do. And if they had made it Trocheck or Fox, I'd be like, all good. But this reeked to me of you're good. Like, a couple alternates and we're fine here. The fact that JT Miller comes in, and I ignore for a second everything about him, the person that's been said about the time in Vancouver or whatever. Literally, I'm just talking like straight up hockey. Him coming in and then being like captain, it was shocking to me because it's not one of those you traded for Ray Bourque and people pull their letter off their sweater and give it to him.
Yeah.
I was like, what, dude? So that I was blown away by that announcement.
It didn't shock me that much. The take I have is the Rangers are leaning into bring back bullying.
Yeah.
I think they're making a conscious effort. This team's soft. We need more grit. They want a captain who is going to motherfuck his teammates relentlessly with no regard.
Yeah, and just like that's how some people like that.
Yeah,
some people like that's.
You're going to get called a little bitch if you don't practice hard now.
Some players don't respond to that. Some players do respond to that, and if that's the culture they want to build, then do it.
I genuinely think that's what their vibe is. Like, they're being like, we need someone who's going to have some piss and vinegar.
Get the best out of the boys that way. Because sometimes I do think, especially in the modern NHL with the player coaches and everything, sometimes it's a little bit like, rah, we're at camp, it's all fun. And some of the accountability drops. Obviously, I think that can get ramped too far, but it is an option. It is a possible solve. I just can't believe, dude, like, it's weird to me. Maybe I'm like, I don't, there's a part of this I just don't understand. But new guys, I know he'd been on the team as a young kid, but new guys getting named captain should be very rare, in my opinion, until they've been there for a while.
I think it's
weird.
Like,
oh yeah, you've really made an impact on this. Like, you don't see obviously they would never strip the letters that are on those players, but if you don't see Florida Panthers being like, well, we got Marshy and like immediately we need to move the letters around. It's like, dude, he's good. Like, he can be vocal. If JT Miller wants to be a leader in that locker room, not wearing the C wasn't stopping him at all from doing that.
Yeah.
Like, he can just do that on his own, and I'm sure they would support it. So it was crazy to me that the organization, after having some questionable captain's picks in the recent past anyway.
I know,
like, dude,
it's true.
What? So, yeah.
You're entering a weird era. Like, if this doesn't work and, like, you go like Trouba, who you unceremoniously traded away, and now this, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So.
But I think I truly think it's bring back bullying. I think that's their vibe.
Yeah.
They just want someone to be a motherfucker.
Well, yeah, I guess not to get into it, but it was extra surprising for me because of whatever the fuck smoke was happening in Vancouver. All of that shit to come in and be like, anyway, that's our boy right there. And I'm like, oh, well, okay.
They're making a choice, dude. Yeah. They made it. They certainly made it.
Yeah, we'll see. And I know he loves it there, so I'm sure he's going to give that role everything he's got.
Yeah.
Rangers are going to be interesting this year. Some of the Bees.
Let's finish up with some Jonathan Toews talk.
Yep.
What do you got for me?
I was looking at NHL.com released their top storylines as camp starts today. And it was everything you expect. McDavid contract, Kirill contract, blah, blah, blah. Marner on Eichel's line. All stuff we've talked about a ton. But the one I saw in there that I was like, oh, interesting, was Jonathan Toews on the Jets and like how excited everyone was for that. And I looked up, their lines, like projected lines. Right now he's in 2C between Perfetti and Nyquist. I'm sure that could, all of that's going to be up for grabs. Last season he was 34 years old. He played 53 games, went 15 goals, 16 assists, 31 points. I love that he's back. It's so sick. But what are you expecting out of him production-wise? And what do the Jets need out of him production-wise, if anything? Maybe the answer is nothing. This is a complete flyer. If we get anything, great. If not, we are still very good. Or are you like, no, dude, we lost Ehlers. We need there's points to be had here. I need a little bit from Jonathan Toews.
Yeah. I always say, if you ain't making no money, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
And he's making $2 million.
Yeah, so dude, all I need you to do is fucking win a couple D-zone draws.
Genuinely.
And make a joke in the locker room.
I need you to be able to take a shit and wipe your ass by yourself and maybe get a couple.
Keep the ayahuasca stash coming into the locker room.
$2 million a year, that is less than some fourth line players are making on some teams. I don't give a fuck what you do.
You're right.
You come in here, hometown boy, bring in good vibes, fun story, maybe you get fucking 30 points, maybe. That's worth $2 million a year to me. So there are so many people, a lot of Jets fans who are putting way too much stock into this situation. I'm like, the guy's on fucking food stamps.
Yeah.
Who cares?
He can't afford to eat.
No, it's not that.
It's
like,
be feeding him.
Who cares what he fucking does? He's playing for you for free.
We made the joke already, but he can be Hellebuck Sherpa. I think the real win there is Hellebuck and Jonathan Toews really bond in their wilderness retreat.
Leadership, dude. That's what he needs to bring.
He's lifted 3 cups.
Like you said, dude, he got his mind right.
Yep.
Now he's back.
Give me his how many goals is he gonna score? Give me his stats end of the year.
Yeah,
games, goals, assists.
So I think what's tough about this team is they have him on second line. I don't like that.
Me neither.
I think he should be your third line center.
Hundo P.
I think it is tough that looks like the role that this 37-year-old man is going to have to play.
Who hasn't played in 3 fucking years.
Literally 3 fucking years. I think I put Toews' over-under at 48.5.
Points.
Yeah.
Or games.
Points.
Okay.
If he plays, 75 to 82. 48.5. And I could see the over. I could see him getting 18 goals and
30 assists.
18 goals and 38 assists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's a very modest season for him. I mean, dude, he was an assist machine.
I know, but dude, he's old.
So I mean, look at Kopi, dude. He was a comparable player to Kopi.
I know, but Kopi's still in the rhythm. I think he's going to start really slow.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. But at the same time, those last years, the last year that you just read, dude, he was so fucked up.
Yeah.
His body was so fucked up.
But how about this?
But now his body's right, his mind right.
Dude, how about this,
He's healthy.
Age 31, 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
70 games, which I think was an injury. I think that just stopped because of COVID.
Yeah.
70 games, 18 goals, 42 assists.
Boom.
But that's 31 years old and in
I know.
the prime of his life. Now you're asking him to get pretty close to that.
But I think that was the beginning of his body failing him. His body's not failing him.
He restructured it.
Dude, he has the spirit of Hukasine inside of him. He's a new man.
He is a new man. He's a new boy. He's been reborn.
Yeah, he's a child. He's a young child.
He's basically 25. How old do you think he is right now?
He's 37.
No, but I think he's
he's 37, but he's playing with the body of a 24-year-old.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Dude, he's in the prime of his life.
So that means, Dan, we're about to get a 47 game, because this is exactly what happened when he was 24.
Okay.
47 games.
No.
This is what you've done.
No, that's bullshit. Because
No, dude.
No. We can't have a shortened season.
Okay, 25?
Yeah.
He's 25?
Yeah.
We're about to get 76 games, 28 goals, 40 assists, 68 points.
Unbelievable.
That is incredible.
The Jets are going to win a cup.
Jets versus Avs with Krill first round. Because
that is a nightmare for Winnipeg. That's going to go fucking terribly for Winnipeg.
God damn it, dude.
Holy shit. All right, that's going to do it.
Days.
That's going to do it for Hot Ice. We're going to take a quick ad break. then get in some fun stuff. Babes, you know that we have teamed up with BetMGM, the greatest sportsbook in the game. And right now, we might not have NHL season back, but we are buzzing with so much stuff. Me, myself, I just put a nice little bet on Chelsea to beat Bayern Munich. Did not go well for me, but that's the thing. If you're not hot, you're due, and BetMGM gives you every opportunity to get in on the action. Betting anything from baseball to NFL action, because we are back, to Premier League soccer, like I just mentioned, even though that was a Champions League game. Anything you want, BetMGM has you covered. And we're talking baseball. They got Big Fly Friday going on right now. You can pick any player in the league to hit a home run. And if they hit it on that Friday and it's the furthest home run of the day, you get put into a pot to win $50K. And I'll do you one better. You sign up right now with promo code NETTERS, NETTERS. You can bet up to $1,500, and if you lose that, you get it all back into your account in bonus bets. Give me a break. BetMGM is hooking everybody up. Get on the train right now. Get in on the action with us. Get signed up today and have some fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 in New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 in Massachusetts. 21 plus only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP in Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 in Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
We are back, and it's time to get into some not ice. And today, we wanted to take some time out of our lives and your lives to talk about the great Robert Redford. Passed away yesterday at the age of 89. Had just had his 89th birthday.
Yep.
In August. Just a legend. True definition of that word. Legend of the game out here. Watched The Sting last night. I had seen it many times, but watched The Sting again last night in honor of him. So I wanted to do a couple things Redford related with you today. First of all, I want to go through, we're going to do some movies that we've seen, rank the movies of his that we've seen, award some of his characters, discuss some of your misses, and then do something fun about The Natural.
I absolutely love that. I just to add, true hero of mine, one of the first actors I ever just saw and was totally captivated and then just loved following everything he's ever done. Guy's a fucking legend. He's also a weapon.
Dude.
I'll tell you what, man or female, don't care who you're attracted to, do yourself a favor. Google young Robert Redford. Watch some of his older movies. The guy was a stallion.
He's
absolute stallion.
Such a stud, dude, and so cool. And so there's so many stories about he gets these early roles, and people are like, "Oh shit, he is a shining star."
Yeah,
and then
truly.
He immediately is.
Yeah.
Here's some of his greats that I haven't seen. I'm going to start there. These are my misses.
Okay.
And I'm going to actually, dude, I really got inspired to just plow through these.
As you should.
This month. I was like, I'm going to watch so many
of
these
movies.
Should. Okay. Dan, have not seen Indecent Proposal.
Oh, great one.
I don't think I've seen A River Runs Through It. I haven't seen Out of Africa. I haven't seen All the President's Men. I haven't seen 3 Days of the Condor. I haven't seen The Candidate. And I haven't seen The Chase.
Chase is early.
Yeah.
Chase is
and
like,
I think those are like the
Chase is kind of like his
ones
first
that I haven't seen.
Yeah. Once he broke into film.
Like Downhill Racer. There's a few. Oh, The Way We Were. I didn't see that either. Yeah, those are my huge misses, which I will be plowing through. Do you have any omissions in your Redford catalog?
My big one is 3 Days of the Condor.
Yeah.
So maybe we could watch that together.
That'd be gas.
Yeah. These are primarily like 70s movies. 70s, 80s was his fucking heyday. It was an absolute ripper.
Okay. Here are the movies that I've seen that are worth mentioning, in my opinion.
Okay.
The Natural, Sneakers, Spy Game, The Great Gatsby, The Sting, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Horse Whisperer, Avengers, whatever. He's in a couple, one of those or two.
Winter Soldier, and he's fantastic.
Winter Soldier and Endgame, I think. Technically.
I believe he does show up in Endgame.
Winter Soldier and Endgame, All Is Lost, Last Castle. Last Castle, sneaky money.
Last Castle, money.
Sneaky money. Dude.
Absolutely money.
Okay, give me your list. What have you seen?
Probably
all those, yeah.
Everything you said.
Yeah.
My big ones that like I just fucking love. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yep.
One of my all-timers, especially of that era. The Candidate, Gas.
Yeah, I gotta see that one. It looks sick.
All the President's Men, Gas.
Also looked sick.
The Great Gatsby, dude.
Yeah.
His Gatsby.
It's the best Gatsby.
It's easily the best Gatsby.
It's the best Gatsby.
Love it. But like again, the ones you said, Natural's huge. Out of Africa's fucking amazing.
Yeah, Street. Pete's Dragon. I didn't see Pete's Dragon. Stu loves Pete's Dragon.
I actually loved. Yeah, Pete's Dragon is sick. He's good at it. But yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if you just said this. God, he's got so many fucking bangers. All Is Lost was a sick fucking movie.
Crazy movie.
All Is Lost, crazy movie.
Few dudes I'd watch not speak in a whole fucking
He barely
movie.
talks, dude.
Yeah.
Like he literally says like one line when he does his Mayday. He's basically an old man lost in a boat. But dude, the guy, we'll get into like some of our awards here for Redford, but the dude was just such a fucking beast. Won an Oscar for directing. Won an honorary Oscar as well.
Dude, nominated for one acting Oscar.
Yeah, which is
in The Sting, which is a fucking tragedy.
Yeah.
I actually cannot believe that. I was reading about that last night. I was like, what?
It's crazy, dude. But
insane.
Yeah, he directed Ordinary People, won an Oscar for it, won an honorary Oscar, as I said. The guy invented Sundance Film Festival. He saved so much
Huge
land. Massive skier. He has saved and rescued so much land in the state of Utah. Environmentalist, just fucking beautiful, beautiful dude. And it was really impactful seeing the film community, the entertainment community be like, goddamn.
Yep.
But makes me so happy that he just lived such a long and beautiful life.
Incredible.
89? Come on.
89.
Fucking amazing.
Top 5 in no order Redford movies that you've seen.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yep.
The Natural.
Yep.
All the President's Men. Spy Game. Spy Game. God, Spy Game is so good.
Spy Game's sick, dude.
Spy Game is so good. And I'm going to go... Out of Africa.
Wow. Okay. And I've seen less, so it's a bit easier for me, honestly. The Sting.
One?
No order.
No order.
The Sting, The Natural, though I do think those are his 2 best movies.
God, The Natural is fucking...
Was Natural not on yours?
Huh?
Was Natural not on yours?
That's my number 2.
Oh. Sting,
Baker,
Natural.
you gotta watch that movie.
I've seen The Natural.
Oh, okay, good.
I haven't seen the other ones,
Of course
though.
he has. Sting, Natural, Butch Cassidy. Fuck. Spy Game.
Wow, you're going Spy Game too.
I think Spy Game is so awesome.
Dude, Spy Game is the greatest crossover ever of, I've said many times, Brad Pitt is just turning into Robert
Redford. Yeah.
Like he looks more like him every day.
I know, the older he gets. It's
and
so funny.
them together in a movie.
That's why.
It was just like watching like father and son.
Yeah.
I was just like, fuck, this
is actually
so
tough.
sick.
Because for my last 2 spots, from what I've seen, I'm between Gatsby, Spy Game, and Sneakers. And that's really hard.
That's tough.
Give me Spy Game, and Gatsby's like one of my favorite bullshit books. I only read fantasy books, but like Gatsby's a school book. Give me Spy Game and Sneakers just because I'm such a like heisty guy.
Yeah,
like those are sick.
It's great.
Okay, let's give out some awards, Dan. These are Redford characters. We are giving out MVP, which I think is like his coolest
movie.
No, it's character.
Oh,
Like this is his, or not his coolest. This is his best character, however you want to define that. Then comeback player of the year, which is something he did later.
Yep.
And then the Rocket Trophy for
Hottest.
Yeah, you're like, dude.
When he was the hottest.
Or just like that character is the hottest dude alive.
Yeah, that's fucking muddy.
MVP, you got one?
I genuinely do not know how you don't say the Sundance Kid.
Yeah. Fuck. He's so cool.
He is so cool.
Like that is actually probably the answer. I think in the conversation though, how late in the tenure, Dan, does it, like what year did the movie have to come out for it to be comeback player of the year?
Well, that's a tough one. Like he never really went on that
left.
crazy of stretches. Like people, we were talking about it earlier. Like The Natural came out it was a 4-year gap.
Yep.
And like, that's a pretty good pick.
I know.
Like Redford not in a movie for 4 years, and then all of a sudden he comes out with Roy Hobbs.
But he took 86 to 90 off and then came back with Sneakers and a bunch of shit.
Yep.
Yeah, so maybe Natural's come back.
It might be The Natural, dude. But
because he was kind of humming. Like, actually, let's do that. Natural comeback player of the year, because not only does the character come back, but also it's like
it's
the 70s were his era.
Yeah.
And then he's like, by the way, he essentially like relaunched another Redford career.
Oh,
with the Natural.
100%.
Okay, we're joint comeback player of the year on that.
Yeah.
MVP, your Sundance Kid, which is really good. I might go.
You haven't seen All the President's Men?
No. Crazy, dude.
You know, I'm going to give a quick shout out to my boy Shady. He posted a really cool clip. Redford was in an episode a long time ago of The Twilight Zone.
Oh, I didn't see that episode, but I saw that he was in that.
Where he plays Death.
Ooh, cool.
And he's like in a very comforting manner, he's welcoming this old woman into the afterlife.
Yeah.
And like showing her it's not that scary. And I was like, pretty poignant.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is lovely. Yeah,
it's very
lovely. Cool, give me Gatsby. MVP, I'm going Gatsby. I know it's a literary character, but I think he does Gatsby better than anyone's ever done it, including Leo.
Yep.
And when I watch him, he reminds me of the Gatsby I picture when reading the book, if that makes sense. I'm like, This fucking guy, dude. Unbelievable.
We got to watch 3 Days of the Condor. I'm sure there's a bunch of people who are going to be like, dude,
you guys are insane. Okay, and then the Rocket Trophy.
The Rocket Trophy for me is a lock.
Oh. Well, it's probably one I haven't seen. Fuck.
No, I think you have seen it.
What is it?
It's John Gage, Indecent Proposal.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that one.
He's a fucking weapon in that movie.
See that one?
Like,
that's Woody, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so sick. Mine's The Sting, dude. Johnny Hooker. Dude, he's in like that scally cap and he's always like knocking it forward so it literally drops on his head, and he's got crazy suits on and he's just the con man. He's wearing a tux all the time. Him and Newman just cooking with gas. Unbelievable movie.
Him and Newman in the
He
same
looks
movie
so
is
fucking hot in that movie.
Crazy.
God damn it. But he's also cool as shit in pretty much every movie.
Yeah.
Okay. To close out Redford, we're going to do an exercise, which is The Natural, which is, I think, my favorite.
I'm so fired up about
sports
this.
movie of all
Coolest
time
idea you've ever had.
The Natural, I think, is my favorite sports movie of all time, and one of the greats of all time, no matter where you rank it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable story. Roy Hobbs, going to be the best there ever was, shot on a train.
Phenom pitcher.
Yep.
Phenom pitcher was truly going to be Cy Young.
All that mattered to him. Being the best.
Literally got shot by a temptress.
Shot on a train after striking out Babe Ruth.
No.
Yeah.
He was on the train? I thought he got shot in a hotel room.
Oh, he shot in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Striking out Babe Ruth. He comes back to the game.
Years later.
Can't pitch.
It's like 35.
Hits. Incredible hitter.
Yeah, great
on
fielder.
A last place team. Has some iconic moments. Knocks out the clock tower at Wrigley Field. Mm-hmm. Rips the cover off the ball against the Pirates.
Mm-hmm. Turns it into a ball of string.
Yeah, and then knocks out the light tower to win the pennant and save the team for Pop. Incredible. If The Natural was about hockey, Dan, I want to know the guy's name. I want to know his backstory.
I got to come up with his name.
Yeah, we are going to come up with his name, his backstory, and those big tentpole moments throughout. Who he plays for, who he played for, and the big tentpole moments.
Yeah.
Name.
Okay, let's figure out name.
It's got to be Roy Hobbs is a great.
I think we got to stick to the model. 2-syllable name.
Yeah, Roy Hobbs. Great baseball name. Right? Or do you think it's only great because of the movie?
No, Roy Hobbs is a great baseball name.
Or is it like, so it's not, we can't do Gordon?
We can't do Gordon. We got to stick to the model because otherwise we're out of control here. 2 syllables.
Okay.
Roy Hobbs. His name has got to be, I like Ken.
Ken?
This is an old school movie. It's not taking place today. Couldn't take place today.
Yep.
I like Ken.
Bob, but you're going to say Bobby.
I don't hate Bob. Bob's just a little like.
Yeah.
Bob.
What about Brian, dude? What about Brian
2
Baker?
syllables, you fucking idiot.
I'm just saying that's a sick name.
Yeah, it's a sick
It
name.
is a sick name.
Brian Baker, hockey.
I don't like Joe. I don't hate Joe, though. What about Jim?
Oh, Joe is interesting.
What about Jim?
Jim.
Jim doesn't feel like a hockey name.
Jim feels like baseball.
Yeah.
Or like football, right?
Yeah.
I could see a Jim football player. Let's come back to the name.
Okay.
We got to come up with the story here.
So where's he from? He's Canadian. Because like Roy Hobbs from the farm, dude.
Yeah.
I think he's got to be from Western Canada.
What?
Because I don't think he's not from like Vancouver, but he's not from Montreal or anything like that. Central to Western Canada.
I don't care where he's from. He's Canadian.
Yep.
What happens to this guy?
He's playing.
Oh, Barnes is a good last name.
Yeah, Barnes is great. That's actually what his
Luke
last name
Barnes.
is. Luke Barnes.
Boom.
Boom.
Luke Barnes is our character.
Luke Barnes, Canadian. Country Canadian. Country bred Canadian. Sick at hockey. Absolute hammer shot. Right? Because he can't be a goalie who then becomes a
he's
skater.
a player. He's a player. I think he flies, dude. I think he flies.
He skates like the wind.
Skates like the fucking wind. Well, yeah, he scores, but he scores. He's almost like McDavid, dude. Like he scores because he just has people on their heels all the time.
Oh, dude, I think I maybe love this, Dan.
Okay.
I think post whatever happens to injure him, he comes back as a defenseman because he doesn't think he has the motor anymore.
Yep.
But because of his skating ability, he's like a Bobby Orr style defenseman.
Yeah.
That is changing the game the way Bobby did, the way Cale and Quinn are doing.
Yep.
Because he can move like that, which no one could move like that on the blue line before.
Love.
Luke Barnes, Canadian. Is he playing in the?
Here's a genuine question for you. I don't want to backtrack us, but can we not do Barnes because of Birdie Barnes in Mystery Alaska? We can't have another hockey player with the same last name.
This is isn't he Burns?
It is Burns. Barnes, we're okay. It is Birdie Burns. Good job.
So
Luke Barnes, we're okay.
Is he playing juniors? I think he has to be playing junior hockey. Like he's nasty in.
Yeah,
dub.
Okay, so
like he's in the dub.
His thing needs to happen before like a draft can happen.
Yeah, I think he's in the dub.
And
he's, like,
this movie takes place in the 80s.
Yep.
So like this wouldn't have been crazy news everywhere that everyone knows about it. So Luke Barnes is a juniors phenom. He's
Disgusting.
playing for a Medicine Hat.
Yep.
And he's fucking buzzing.
He's like summer or something. He's in a camp.
Yeah.
Or whatever, training, meets a temptress. And she...
Wait, it's another female act of violence?
I guess she doesn't have to get shot.
Yeah, well, they'd be tuned the natural. We're going to follow a model here, but we're not going to just like...
What would happen to a Western Canadian kid that would derail his whole career? That significantly. He doesn't come back till he's like 35.
Yeah.
I think he has to get shot, dude. I think he might... Maybe stabbed. I feel like he would get stabbed in Canada.
Pitchfork.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Pitchfork.
Pitchfork.
Someone on the farm. There's a dispute on the farm.
Gets a shovel.
There's a dispute on the farm. He gets pitchforked. Right through the gut.
Damn.
Or
does
it blow his knee out? Knees you come back from. I think he gets pitchforked, dude.
No, I think he's got to get cut.
Okay, he gets cut.
I want this to be real.
He gets stabbed.
And he gets stabbed in a dispute at a bar.
Or...
Because he's 16.
Yeah, you're right.
And he's a phenom. So like
He's
some of the
running his
older boys are bringing
Hobbs
him.
was cocky.
No. Hobbs was
cocky.
I don't think he was cocky. He was certain of himself. He didn't say
he
that.
knew. He knew he was the GOAT.
Dude, like he was telling people to watch their mouth, mister. Like he was a gentleman.
Yeah, he's a gentleman.
Luke Barnes is a gentleman too.
Yeah.
I think Luke Barnes was standing up for
His
someone.
lady.
His lady or a lady.
Yep.
Standing up for someone, and he gets knifed in a bar.
Stabbed. And because we never really get the story from Hobbs, but like something goes bad, dude. Like there's an infection. He misses a couple years.
Yeah.
Misses his draft year because he's still recovering from this injury. Then he's like, "Oh, I'm kicking around."
Well, he had to go back and work on the farm.
Yep.
For his dad because they
thinks he's
all the
up
hospital
hockey.
bills.
Thinks he's giving up hockey. Yeah, he's
no,
like,
he does. He gives up hockey because all the hospital bills. His dad's going to lose the house. He needs to go help him.
Dad
Holy
passes
shit.
away.
He takes over the farm.
But now he's got the finances under control.
Yep.
And he goes, maybe I'll give hockey another shot. I'm 32. And they go, dude, people don't start playing your age. They fucking retire, pal.
Yeah, to stay strong on the farm, he's fucking ripping shots.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden he's a sniper. He's an absolute sniper.
With a hammer slap shot from the blue line.
Great slap shot from the blue line. And he's tough.
Where does he go?
He's tough because he's been working on the land. He's strong as an ox.
Where do you go at 32 asking for a friend to try to make the show again?
We've got a team in Canada that's about to have to relocate. because they're going to miss the playoffs for
What league though?
the NHL.
He
100%.
tries out. He gets a PTO.
Yeah, team in Canada is about to miss the playoffs for the 10th straight year. They're going to relocate to the States.
Yes, dude.
It's gonna absolutely devastate.
Yeah. Winnipeg's gone the way out.
Yeah,
They're going to Atlanta.
This ricochet shot.
Yeah.
It's going to devastate this this area, the town, the fans, and they're struggling. They're looking for anything. And he shows up in the summer for a PTO, and they go, "What are you doing, pal? You're 32.
Yep.
You're no idea who you are." And he comes in on that blue line. Their hot shot, young, high draft pick, comes down in practice on a one-on-one and gets fucking buried.
Yep. They still cut him at the start of camp.
No. He just gets sent down.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, he signs.
Signs. Yeah, signs.
But they go, you're sent down, dude. And also they go, dude, we don't need another enforcer. And he's like, dude, I can do more than that. Give me some PP time.
Yeah.
So they get him on the PT. Dude, he's fucking passed.
But one blue line guy gets hurt. Remember, Bump Bailey dies.
Bump Bailey literally runs through a wall.
Someone gets hurt. Someone tears their ACL, and they go, call him up.
But they go, he was a puck mover.
Yeah.
We don't need another fucking enforcer. And Luke goes, dude, give me a shot. Let me run the PP. He's fucking throwing the biscuit around like nothing anyone has ever seen. And when it looks like, oh yeah, he's got some vision, but can he shoot the puck? All of a sudden, someone feathers one through the neutrals or through the slot, gets to him at the point, 1T clapper, misses the net. And they go, fuck. But then someone takes a closer look. It's an MVP moment, most valuable primate moment. It looks like he's ripped the twine.
That's his knock the cover off the ball moment. So his game-winning goal or his power play goal goes in through the net.
Yeah.
And they go, he missed the net, and they go, oh shit, maybe puck's broken too. No way, save that.
See, those moments in the natural didn't look ridiculous.
Yeah, puck broken.
We don't want this to look ridiculous. This is a serious drama, dude.
So then he skates. Then it turns out he can break the puck out too because he skates like the wind.
Yeah.
What is his? He goes into a slump because he meets a girl, and he's distracted, and whatever. Or no, the girl brings him out of the slump. He goes into a slump because he meets the other chick.
Yeah. All of a sudden, he is like,
I think he gets a.
He's gonna win the Norris.
He's gonna win the Norris, but something happens to derail him. What's his vice that like fucks him up? Video games. He's like, the boys are ripping vids. This is sick.
No, that could be natural-esque.
Yeah,
Finds
he meets a girl,
dude.
Goes into a slump.
But he meets a girl, not a Canadian girl.
Yeah, American.
Meets a girl on the road, dude.
American.
They get on the road. They go to L.A. and some fucking hoe
from America, dude.
Some hoe comes in and just distracts him.
Yeah, and he's like, "Geez,"
throws everything in jeopardy.
So then, Canadian girl comes back.
Dude, the girl he defended at the bar. The girl he defended at the bar and got stabbed for comes back and goes, "I never forgot what you did for me." Dude.
That's his clock tower moment. What's his clock tower moment? Because it can't be breaking a puck. You're right. But like something has to happen where you're like,
he
oh my
puts the best player in the league, the Connor McDavid of the league, puts him through the glass.
Puts him through the glass with a hip check.
Yeah, throws it in. They go, no one can keep up with this guy.
Yeah, he takes everybody wide. He takes everybody wide.
This random guy in his 30s, and he crosses over. He looks unbelievable. He finds those legs again, and he fucking hip checks this dude through the glass.
Team wins. He gets out of his slump. They are buzzing. They are about to make playoffs, but there's one game left in the regular season.
Yeah.
If they don't make playoffs, the Jets are going to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Last game of the regular season, they need a win.
They need a huge win.
Roy Hobbs busts open the light tower, dude. How did they win the game? That's something that Luke Barnes does.
Yeah.
That busts open the fucking light tower.
Yeah, what's the light tower moment?
I think it's like, no, that's too unrealistic. I think it's like, it could be like water bottle related. Something could happen to the lights. The lights could go out. Tommy Olsen scored a penalty shot goal with the lights out one time.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Fucking lights out. It was nasty.
Maybe he blocks a shot in a crazy way.
Ooh. I do like, because his brat breaks first. I do think he should block a shot.
Yeah.
And something should happen. Like he blocks a shot in his side and he's like.
Oh, dude, he lays down, blocks a shot.
And they're like, bro, your spleen is
it's hanging out.
We stitched that spleen together.
Your skin is hanging off of your bones.
We're barely putting that back together, pal.
He blocks a shot, and it looks like it catches him in the stomach, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's the worst that could happen, dude?" He lifts up his shirt. He's got internal bleeding because of the lacerations that happened to his spleen, and all that, and he's just like blood. He's red, and they're like, "What the fuck, dude?" And then
He needs to score a goal to win the game.
I think he gets hauled down on a breakaway, dude.
Penalty
He
shot.
Intercepts a pass in the D zone, gets sprung.
Yeah,
gets
Charlie
hauled
Conway.
down. Gets hauled down on a breakaway, falls on his side again. He can barely move.
Yeah. They hooked him because they hook him.
They hook him right there.
Fuck.
Now he's ripped open. He's bleeding. Someone goes, Luke, we gotta get that looked out. You can't
shoot.
And he goes, I can still play.
Yep. Takes a slap shot from the center ice. He can't skate, but he can shoot.
He goes out there, and I don't want him to rely on the shot. I want him to find the feet one last time.
Yeah.
Finds his speed.
I think he makes a nasty deke move. A fake slap shot.
Yeah, he fakes the slap shot.
Nasty deke.
But then he
Water bottle.
gets him, goes one way, back the other, backhand, top cheese, water
bottle explodes.
Yeah.
Cap comes off the water bottle. Water goes everywhere.
Water goes everywhere. They win.
Jets stay. He goes to hospital.
Unbelievable.
Plays with his kid. Teaches his kid hockey. The natural. The Luke Barnes story. That's tremendous, dude.
Baker, would you go see that?
Yeah. Are we going to call it the natural, though? Or?
Good question.
I think we call it the natural, too.
The natural. Yeah, probably.
Oh.
I probably
Make Anna de Armas the love interest, and I'm in.
Yeah.
Easy, dude.
Which one?
There are plenty of Anna de Armas types in Western Canada.
Yeah.
I assure you.
No, she's the hoe. She's the hoe that distracts.
No!
Yeah.
Anna's too
Do
lovely
not
for that.
talk about my girl like that.
I agree. Fuck you.
She's not.
She ain't no
You
hoe.
don't think she's a distraction? You don't think she's a fucking
certainly a distraction, but not in a bad kind. She's a good kind of
God,
distraction.
dude, that's incredible.
All right, quick ad break, then let's play a game. Wrap things up.
Uh-oh. Brand new Light Strike flavor just dropped. So drop everything you are doing and go check this out right now. This is Blue Rush. It's absolutely incredible. It's a mix of berry and yuzu flavors. Is that a joke? Are you kidding me? Where else are you going to get something like that? As always, it's non-carbonated and it comes in this very resealable bottle so you can take it on the run. It's made with 10% coconut water and 5% alcohol by volume. Amazing combination. Frankly, the perfect combination. I couldn't dream up a better one if I tried. It's great for tailgating, but even better for pre-gaming hockey, which is right around the corner. And Light Strike and DJ Press Play and all of Friday Beers we're throwing a series of Thursday night pre-games for football, so stay tuned for all the details on that. Get fired up for hockey, get fired up for Blue Rush, and check out drinklightstrike.com to find it near you where you can get your hands on some of this.
Let's stop for a second and talk about Lucy. Lucy is a new sponsor of the pod. We absolutely love it, and they are bringing you intelligent nicotine for adults. Scientifically crafted and always tobacco-free, Lucy is giving you the best dose of nicotine you could ever ask for. They've got amazing products. They've got the pouches. They got the breakers. You snap open a little bit of that flavor in there. It's unbelievable. They've got milligram dosages going from 4 all the way up to 12, so if you want a little bit of a little hit, more my speed, or if you want to get a nice big buzz going, you can get up to 12. It's fantastic. Favorite thing about Lucy is all the different ways you can use it. I've been using Lucy a lot lately on the golf course. I love it. Things get a little tired out there. You're out in the sun. You're playing 18 holes. It's a long stretch of time, folks. You need something to pull you through. That's where Lucy comes in handy for me. Also, just got a beautiful new apartment. I'm walking distance from the office. I'm not a coffee guy. Don't need it. Never have. I'm not a big caffeine kick guy, but I'll tell you what. Beautiful day, walk into the office, throw a Lucy on my walk. I'm starting to buzz, feel focused, energized. It's fantastic. That's what it does for you. It gives you a nice kick. You can also relax with Lucy late at night. Been doing one of these too. Don't have a sweet tooth really either. After I eat a meal, pop a Lucy in. It's fantastic. It's like a little treat for me. Could be for you as well. We got an unbelievable Lucy vending machine here in the office. Lucy's just hooking us up every way that you could imagine. It's beautiful. You got to try it. I'm telling you to do so right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to give Lucy a shot. You're going to go to lucy.co, C-O, not com, lucy.co/Friday, and you're going to use promo code Friday at checkout for 20% off your next order. They got unbelievable flavors. They got wintergreen. They got mint. They got mango. Whatever you like, load up that cart, lucy.co/Friday, put in promo code Friday and save 20%. Join in on the Lucy train. All right, we're closing out this episode with a little game we like to call Connective Tissue. If you haven't played this game before, it's where CP and I pick 2 players. Their names are going to connect with a nice sound. What was a good one we had
One
recently?
one Dan did was Brandon Carr Logan
Couture.
Brandon Carr Logan
So
Couture.
when you hear Brandon Carlo, Logan Couture, Brandon Carr, Logan Couture, do it like that. We're going to give a little description of each player, see if CP can guess it. I got the connection. Here we go. Are you ready, sir?
I am. See if you can beat me at home.
Here's your player. A top 5 selection in the NHL draft. With his first team, he played well, but didn't blow people's minds. It wasn't until he was traded that he emerged as a top 20 player in the league, becoming an elite goal scorer as well as consistently getting Selke votes. When he then went undrafted and immediately blew people away with his elite skill and playmaking, earning one of the best nicknames in the NHL, playing with 2 certified Hall of Famers before a shocking trade, and then just 2 years later, signing a blockbuster deal with an original 16.
Okay, so there wasn't a very good break there.
Yes, there absolutely
You
was.
said,
That's
and
what I
then
said.
yeah. The first guy is a top 5 pick who didn't do that well in his first team and
Didn't blow people's minds.
and has now become a top 20 player and getting Selke votes.
Mm-hmm.
And
elite goal scorer.
Oh, and he's an elite goal scorer. Then we have a guy who was undrafted, has a great nickname.
Was immediately phenomenal.
Undrafted, immediately phenomenal, great nickname, and played with 2 Hall of Famers, but then was shockingly traded. And now...
And then just 2 years later signed a blockbuster deal with an original 16.
Okay, so undrafted dude who is nasty right away.
Well, that first guy's top 5 pick.
I know, I'm just trying to think, I'm trying to get one of them. Undrafted dude who's nasty right away, unbelievable nickname, and then played with 2 on a line with 2 Hall of Famers. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I just didn't know if
sometimes
he
he did. Yes,
Yeah.
Certainly played with one of those guys and had a great vibe.
Yep. And then was part of a shocking trade, and then is now and then signed a big deal. Right?
Yep.
Okay. First guy, top 5 pick, now elite goal scorer and Selke votes. Oh, but traded, right? Top 5 pick traded. Elite goal scorer, Selke votes. Top 5 pick, but now elite goal scorer and Selke votes. Okay, elite goal scorer and Selke votes now. I'm kind of thinking who have been traded. Maybe was Mark Stone traded? When was Mark Stone drafted? Never won the Selke, obviously. Yep. Elite goal scorer, Selke votes is interesting. Can I have a hint on time, on eras for these guys? You don't have to say what years exactly, but
The first guy is in his prime right now.
right now. Okay, yeah.
The second guy is still quite good, but definitely not his prime.
Second guy's still quite good. Second guy, undrafted stud, played with 2 Hall of Famers, huge trade, signed a big ticket.
Don't forget the nickname part on the second guy. One of the best nicknames in the NHL.
Yeah, that one I'm pissed that I'm not getting that right away.
Can give more nicknames. Or more
that's
clues.
the
More
second
clues.
guy, right?
More clues.
First guy's in his prime,
First guy's in his prime, on a new team,
doing great.
is fantastic.
Is the team he was traded from, and his current team in the same conference?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, big time. And he's in his prime right now, so he wasn't drafted that long ago. Top 5 pick, elite goal scorer, Selke.
Also just signed a great new deal with said team.
With new team. What position does he play?
Wing.
He's a wing. Wing Selke votes.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, dude.
Oh, yeah. You're fucking drowning right now.
I literally couldn't even.
Yeah, so let me
to
give you some more
guess.
clues.
Who?
The first guy, the team he was traded from and to are both in the same division.
Okay, and then what's the second clue? Is the undrafted guy?
Undrafted guy, immediately was nasty, played with 2 certified Hall of Famers, both of which who are still in the NHL. One more recently has become into the NHL. That should help you.
One of the Hall of Famers.
Yep.
Undrafted
signed a big ticket with an original 6 team where he is currently at.
Yeah.
Many consider the best player on said team.
Forgot the original 6 team.
Has a great nickname.
Okay, big ticket on the original 6 teams. Let me think about that.
People
Like
are
the
screaming
Rangers.
at you listening to this right now.
I know. I got the Rangers. There's no one with a big ticket on that team.
That is patently false.
Nope, no one has a lot of money on that team except for Breadman. Oh, fuck. Okay, you know what's funny? I thought I had the first guy early,
Yeah.
and then I was like, there's no name that goes with that at all.
But there sure is.
But I now see why it does.
Because it does perfectly.
It does perfectly, yeah. Okay, so I originally on the first guy was on Sam Reinhart, and I was really hitting the H in it so I went off of him because I was like, well, it's not him.
Yeah.
But now I realize that it is Sam Reinhart Terry Panarin.
So you said that's so crazy.
But like I was trying to hit the
Sam Reinhart Temi Panarin.
Yeah.
Yep. Sam Reinhart Temi Panarin, folks.
Great one. Really, really good.
Hey, you got there eventually, and I'm proud of you.
I forgot that he was undrafted.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I'm not even close to that one. Because I was
insane.
Who the fuck? That is sick.
Yeah.
That
It's
he's
good
undrafted.
shit.
Very good, Dan.
Great job, CP. Great job, Baker. Great job, everybody. Unbelievable episode. Go grab yourself some merch. CP's wearing it. I'm wearing it. Subscribe to the YouTube. 5 stars, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you next week. We start our division previews next week. Woo! Cannot wait to get into it. Some more great guests for you. It's going to be fun. Beautiful times. We will see you next time. And until then,
Skate hard.